Ever wondered how to capture your travel experiences in the most stunning way possible? Welcome to the fascinating world of travel photography, a realm where every shot tells a story, every frame captures a memory, and every click celebrates the beauty of our planet. This isn't just about snapping pictures on the go. It's about encapsulating the essence of your journey, painting a vibrant picture of your adventures for others to explore. It's about cherishing those fleeting moments of wonder and preserving them for eternity. Our goal here is simple yet profound: to help you enhance your photography skills, to ensure every photo you take becomes a testament to your travels, a tribute to your experiences. We want your pictures to not just show where you've been, but to echo the laughter, the awe, the thrill, the tranquility, the myriad emotions that make travel so intoxicating. Stay tuned to uncover the secrets of amazing travel photography. Scene script. First things first, getting the right gear is crucial, but what exactly do you need? Well, let's dive right into it. The heart of your travel photography gear is, of course, the camera. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean you need the latest, most expensive model. A good quality digital single lens reflex or DSLR or a mirrorless camera will serve you well. They both offer interchangeable lenses, manual controls, and excellent image quality, making them a popular choice among travel photographers. Next up, lenses. A versatile lens like a zoom lens is a great place to start. A wide-angle lens is perfect for those sweeping landscapes and cityscapes, while a telephoto lens will allow you to capture details from a distance. Remember, each lens serves a different purpose, so choose based on what you plan to photograph most. Now, onto tripods. You might think, do I really need a tripod? The answer is a resounding yes. A sturdy tripod is essential for capturing sharp, stable images, especially in low-light conditions or when you're using a slow shutter speed. Not to mention, it's invaluable for those self-portraits when there's no one around to play photographer. But wait, there's more. Let's not forget about the smaller yet equally important accessories. A reliable camera bag to protect your gear, extra memory cards so you never run out of space, spare batteries to keep you shooting all day, and a cleaning kit to keep your gear in top shape. And finally, a word about technology. Software is an often overlooked tool in a photographer's arsenal. Programs like Lightroom or Photoshop can help you bring out the best in your photos during post-processing. It's worth investing a bit of time and money into learning these tools. Remember, the best camera is the one you have with you. So start with what you have and upgrade as you learn. After all, it's not just about the gear, it's about the person behind the camera. You're the one who brings the photo to life. Now that you have your gear, understanding your camera is the next significant step. Diving into the world of photography can feel a little bit like learning a new language, but don't worry, we're here to translate. Let's start by getting to know the three pillars of photography: aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. Picture your camera as an eye. The aperture is the pupil, deciding how much light gets into the camera. A larger aperture, a lower f-stop number, lets in more light, but also narrows your depth of field, making the background blurry. A smaller aperture, a higher f-stop number, lets in less light, but expands your depth of field, keeping more of the scene in focus. Next, we have shutter speed, which is exactly what it sounds like, the speed at which your camera's shutter opens and closes. A fast shutter speed freezes action, while a slow shutter speed blurs motion, creating a sense of movement. Then there's ISO, the measure of your camera's sensitivity to light. A lower ISO number means less sensitivity and a cleaner image, while a higher ISO increases sensitivity and allows for photography in darker conditions, but at the cost of more grain or noise in the image. These three elements of your camera, aperture, shutter speed, and ISO, work together to control the amount of light that reaches your camera's sensor, and in turn, the quality of the images you capture. By adjusting these settings, you can manipulate depth of field, motion blur, and image noise to create the desired effect in your photos. But remember, understanding these elements is just the beginning. Photography is an art form, and these are your tools. Experiment with them, play around. There's no right or wrong way to use them, only what works best for your vision. Mastering your camera settings is the key to taking control of your images and expressing your creative vision. A well-composed photo is often the difference between a good photo and a great one. Now, let's talk about composition techniques, the secret sauce that can turn your travel photos from average to awe-inspiring. The first technique that we'll delve into is the rule of thirds. Imagine your photo is divided into 9 equal parts by 2 equally spaced horizontal and vertical lines. The idea is to place the key elements of your photo along these lines, or at their intersections. Doing so creates more tension, energy, and interest in the composition. The rule of thirds can be especially effective for vast landscapes or city skylines. Next up, we have leading lines. This technique involves using the natural lines in the scene to direct the viewer's eye towards the main subject. These lines could be anything from a winding road to a stream, or even the direction in which a person is looking. Leading lines can add depth to your photo and make it more engaging. So the next time you're capturing a bustling street or a tranquil beach, look for those lines. The third composition technique we'll discuss is framing. This involves using elements in the scene to create a frame around your main subject. This could be anything from a window to an archway, or even branches of a tree. Framing helps draw the viewer's eye directly to the subject and can give your photo a sense of depth and layers. So whether you're capturing an ancient monument or a breathtaking sunset, remember to look for potential frames. These composition techniques, the rule of thirds, leading lines, and framing, can significantly enhance the aesthetics of your travel photos. But here's the thing about rules in photography. They are not set in stone. They're more like guidelines, really. Remember, rules are meant to be broken, so experiment and find your own style. Lighting is everything in photography, but how can you use it to your advantage? Let's dive right into it. Natural light is a photographer's best friend, and it can be your secret weapon too. It's free, abundant, and can transform a good photo into a stunning one. But to effectively harness its power, you need to understand its nuances. Firstly, not all light is created equal. The time of day plays a huge role in the quality of light available. This is where the concepts of the golden hour and the blue hour come in. The golden hour is that magical period shortly after sunrise or just before sunset. The sun is low on the horizon, and the light is soft, warm, and diffused. It's perfect for capturing those dreamy landscapes, silhouettes, and dramatic shadows. On the other hand, the blue hour occurs just before sunrise or after sunset. The sun is below the horizon, and the light has a beautiful bluish hue. This is the ideal time for capturing cityscapes, night scenes, and those enchanting twilight shots. However, it's not just about knowing when these hours occur, but also how to use them effectively. During the golden hour, try shooting with the sun behind your subject for a stunning backlight effect. Or shoot towards the sun to create a beautiful sun flare. During the blue hour, use a tripod to keep your camera steady for those long exposure shots, and watch as the world transforms into a mystical dreamscape. Remember, these are just guidelines, not rules. The beauty of photography is its unpredictability. Maybe you'll find beauty in the harsh midday sun that others shy away from. Or perhaps you'll discover a new perspective under the soft glow of a cloudy day. In the end, it's all about experimenting and finding what works best for your unique style and vision. All you need is a little bit of patience, a keen eye, and a willingness to chase the light wherever it may lead you. Understanding light and timing can dramatically change the mood and drama of your travel photos. Travel photography is all about capturing the spirit and unique characteristics of a place. Now you might be wondering, how do you go about doing this? Well, the first step is research. Before you even pack your camera, spend some time learning about the location you're visiting. Look for its unique characteristics, its history, its culture, and its people. This will give you a deeper understanding of the place and help you find unique angles to capture. Interacting with locals is another great way to get a feel for the place. They can share insights, stories, and even lead you to hidden gems that aren't in guidebooks. Remember, you're not just a tourist with a camera, you're a storyteller. And the best stories often come from those who live them every day. Incorporating cultural elements can also help to capture the essence of a place. Think about the local cuisine, traditional clothing, or unique architecture. These can all serve as powerful symbols of a place's identity. But remember, respect is key. Always approach these elements with a sense of reverence and understanding. Think about the emotions you want your photos to evoke. Is it the tranquility of a sleepy seaside town, the hustle and bustle of a vibrant city, or the majesty of a mountain range? Use your camera to capture these feelings. Your lens is your paintbrush, and the world is your canvas. Consider the colors around you. Different places have different color palettes. A tropical island might be full of vibrant blues and greens, while a desert landscape might be dominated by warm oranges and browns. Use these colors to convey a sense of place in your photos. And finally, be patient. Sometimes the perfect shot takes time. It could be waiting for the right light, the right moment, or the right emotion. But when it comes, you'll know, and it will be worth the wait. Remember, every place has a story to tell. Your job as a travel photographer is to tell that story. After capturing your photos, the journey isn't over. Welcome to the world of post-processing. This is where the magic happens, where the raw material of your images is molded and refined into a breathtaking piece of art. It's like a chef adding spices to a dish, or a painter adding the final brushstrokes to a masterpiece. Let's start with the basics. Color correction is one of the first steps in post-processing. It's about ensuring your photos reflect the true colors of your scene. This could mean adjusting the white balance, tweaking the saturation, or enhancing the contrast. Remember, subtlety is key. You're aiming to enhance the natural beauty of your photo, not transform it into a neon spectacle. Next, we have cropping. This might seem like a simple task, but it's actually a powerful tool for recomposition. By trimming away unnecessary elements, you can refocus the viewer's attention on the heart of your image. It's like a second chance to apply the rule of thirds, golden ratio, or any other composition technique you've learned. And then there's enhancing details. This involves boosting the clarity, sharpening the focus, or highlighting the textures. This could be the difference between a good photo and a great one. It's your chance to guide the viewer's eye, to say, "Look here, this is the detail that caught my eye." Finally, let's talk about software. There's a plethora of options out there. Adobe Lightroom and Photoshop are the industry standards, offering comprehensive tools for every kind of edit. But there are also free options like GIMP, or user-friendly apps like Snapseed and VSCO for those who prefer to edit on their mobile devices. Remember, post-processing isn't about fixing a bad photo. It's about elevating a good photo to greatness. It's where you can further enhance your vision and bring your photos to life. So, are you ready to embark on your travel photography journey? We've journeyed through the landscape of travel photography together, unraveling its nuances and intricacies, equipping you with the knowledge you need to capture the world through your lens. We started with understanding the importance of your gear. Remember, it's not about having the most expensive camera, but rather knowing how to wield the one you have. Explore your camera, understand its capabilities and limitations, and use them to your advantage. Next, we dove into the heart of photography, mastering your camera settings. From ISO to shutter speed to aperture, these are the building blocks of every great photograph. Practice makes perfect, so don't be afraid to experiment and see what works best for your style. We then moved on to composition techniques, a crucial aspect that can turn an ordinary photo into a masterpiece. The rule of thirds, leading lines and framing are just some of the many ways to add depth and interest to your images. Understanding light and the time of day is also key to capturing stunning photos. The golden hour, that magical time just after sunrise or before sunset, can lend your photos a warm, ethereal glow. But don't limit yourself to just that. Each time of day offers a unique light, and understanding how to work with it is a skill worth mastering. Capturing the essence of a place is what sets travel photography apart. It's about more than just beautiful landscapes or iconic landmarks. It's about the people, the culture, the atmosphere. Strive to capture these elements in your photos. Lastly, we discussed post-processing your photos. This is where you can truly make your photos shine. Adjusting the contrast, saturation and sharpness can breathe life into your images, making them pop and stand out. Remember, travel photography is about capturing memories and telling stories. So go out there, explore, and let your photos tell your unique travel tales.